Let me say something that's going to surprise you. Most people on TikTok and YouTube saying index universal life insurance doesn't work are actually right. And yet, they're also completely missing what the product was never designed to do in the first place. The version of the IUL they're criticizing is not even the version we teach. In fact, it's not even the version we use. And guess what? It's definitely not the version we designed inside our community. And today, I'm going to explain exactly why. If you've spent any time online, you've seen these videos. IULs are scams. The fees eat up all your money. And the best one yet, just buy term and invest the difference. And here's the truth nobody says out loud. Those critiques are aimed at a very specific demographic, a pretty large one to be exact. And I get it. They are aimed at people funding IULs with $300, $400, $500 per month, hoping for long-term market-like growth with little margin for error and zero strategy behind the traditional, let's wait 30 years and see what happens. In other words, no real certainty. That is the average W-2 investor is what I just described. And yes, that product experience does fail a lot of the time. Now here's where the controversy or the conversation gets dishonest. Those same critics take that experience and they apply it universally to every IUL, every strategy, and every investor profile. That's like hopping on a motorcycle and riding it in first gear and saying, this thing is super slow. That's why inside our community, we don't even recommend IULs until someone is ready to do it the right way. We teach you how to build liquidity first, correctly design the policy, deploy capital intelligently, and when to best use an IUL. If you're looking for a shortcut or a magic product, this ain't it. But if you're looking to do this the right way, that's what the Vertical Capital community is for. The link to join our free community is in the description. Now, let me show you why the strategy works. Inside our community, students are not starting with $500 per month. They're starting with $10,000, $40,000. And yes, we even have one that's starting with $100,000 or more per year. They are funding their policies with intention. The policies are designed to maximize early cash value. They're structured in a way so the policy is usable almost immediately. I'm talking like less than 3 weeks. That is completely different from what they are talking about, a completely different experience. And if you analyze them as if they are, then you don't understand the product. You only understand one version of it. Most critics evaluate IULs like this. They ask the question, does it beat the S&P 500? Well, guess what? That's the wrong question. Why? Because an IUL is not an investment account. It's a place to store money and move capital, not grow it aggressively. And that is where most miss the mark. We don't rely on the IUL for yield. We use it as a liquidity warehouse to limit downside risk and also to experience a tax improvement on our capital. The yield is created outside the policy, not inside it. When critics complain about caps and participation rates, they're assuming the policy itself must do all the work. That's a rookie assumption. In our model, the IUL preserves capital and provides access. The capital is then deployed into private money lending loans, where the real returns are generated. That's why our students are seeing arbitrage, and lots of it. Not because the policy is magic, but because the strategy is intentional. Here's the promise I want to make you in this video. I'm not here to convince you that IULs are amazing. I'm here to help you understand when they fail, why they fail, and when they actually make sense. If the policy is underfunded, then it's going to fail. If you are a passive investor, then most likely it's not going to work as great for you. If you're undisciplined, that's a failure. Or if you're looking for a set it and forget it type of investment at $500 per month, you should probably hold off for now from getting an IUL. And that's just my opinion. But if you are well capitalized, strategic, and actively deploying money, then an IUL becomes something very, very, very special. Here's what we teach step by step. Step 1, we do not touch IULs until someone can max fund them properly. That means designing a policy to minimize cost of insurance, maximize early cash value, avoid MEC triggers, and create immediate liquidity. Step 2, the policy is funded aggressively early. Why? Because fees don't disappear in any policy, to be honest. They get absorbed. A $100,000 policy with the $3,000 in costs behaves very differently than a $500 per month policy with the same structure. Step 3, we use policy loans intentionally, not for lifestyle and not for consumption, but as working capital. Step 4, that capital is deployed into private money lending for short-term, asset-backed, and yield stacking. When the external yield exceeds the net cost of the policy loan, you create a spread, aka arbitrage, and that is what we're after. The index crediting and floor act as a stabilizer. We're not chasing upside. We are controlling the downside while the capital works elsewhere. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people online talking about IULs have only ever seen poorly funded policies, poorly trained agents, and poorly disciplined clients. And then they generalize that experience to everyone. They're not wrong about what they've seen. They're just wrong about what they think that represents. Listen, if you like this content, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you could be notified when our next video drops. I'm Anitra Preston, and I'll see you on the inside of our community.